So I had a request to show how I make my morning smoothie every day. So here we go. You can use any kind of a blender. Here I'm using a little Ninja blender, and as you can see, it's the little chopper type. It's something you usually use to chop nuts, but I find it makes just about exactly the right size smoothie to fit in a nice tall glass like this one. So I've already started here with my bits of banana. So I just took a nice regularly ripe banana, broke it into chunks and put it in here. So if you don't have, if you worry about your bananas getting too ripe, because I don't like them when they're mushy, you can always take a banana, peel it, put it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the freezer. So I'm starting with a fresh banana here today, but there are days when I have to go and grab one out of the freezer, and that works just great as well. Next, I'm going to take some frozen mango chunks. There's those beautiful mango chunks. Aren't they pretty? So I'm just going to take a handful of those and toss them in here in the blender. Just so they pretty much cover all the banana. You don't have to go crazy because you got more stuff that's going to go in here. My next ingredient is some organic whey protein powder. Now, you don't have to put this in your smoothie, but this is one of the things that helps me keep my smoothie keeping me full and not hungry easily until lunchtime. Sometimes after lunchtime. I don't get hungry until middle of the afternoon. So here you can see I put about 2 tablespoons full of this whey powder into the blender. And next I'm going to throw some lovely, beautiful frozen black cherries, because I love cherries. Now you can use just about any fruit you want. It's nice if you use most of your fruit as frozen fruit, and you'll see I'm using frozen fruit except for the banana, because it makes the smoothie nice and thick and smooth. So the next things I add, these are pretty much optional, but they really improve the flavor. One of them is I put some raw unfiltered organic honey. You can see from the label on there, I got mine from Costco. And the other thing I put in is some solid coconut milk. This is not liquid coconut milk. This is the canned stuff that comes in kind of a soft, you can spoon it into your smoothie kind of deal. That also makes the smoothie nice and thick. So now you can see, let's see, I put about a pretty decent squeeze. It's probably about a tablespoonful of honey in there, and 2 tablespoons of the solid coconut milk. Next, I'm also putting in some unsweetened organic coconut milk, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to pour it in here until you'll see there's about an inch of it in the bottom of the blender. And at this point, I could be finished. It depends on how long this is going to have to last me during the day before I get hungry again. And sometimes, just as a nice little treat, I throw a very small dash to give it a little richness, like it needs anymore. a little dash of just regular half and half, just a splash. Okay, as you can see, now I've got the lid closed on mine, and I've put the little motor on the top, and I am ready to blend. I'm going to let you watch while I blend, but believe me, you don't want to hear it, so I'm going to turn off the sound. So here's the finished result. Isn't it beautiful? It's so pretty and pink. And basically, I'm just going to take it, and you see how nice and thick it is. It's definitely a smoothie. And so you can see it fills up this big glass nicely. So this deal pretty much keeps my tummy full for, until almost mid-afternoon. So I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoy it. and have some fun with it. So a couple of last tips. I use bananas primarily because they are really, really good at making something really smooth and creamy. You don't have to use bananas, but if you really like your smoothie to be thick, mangoes do a pretty good job with that too. I also would recommend that you use at least one frozen fruit. That's another reason that it gets that nice smooth quality to it. But you can use any kind of frozen fruit you like, or you can use a mixture of frozen fruits. I would say that anything that has grapes in it, they get awfully watery really quickly, so they're going to affect how thick your smoothie is, so that's up to you. But any other kind of fruit, just have at it and enjoy. Hope you like this. Bye.